That's embarrassing. You know it's not embarrassing? Using FIG for a home improvement loan. A quick, simple, and transparent offer in minutes. Borrow better with FIG.
Le sport en direct sur icitout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles. Des athlètes de grand talent. Des sports de haut niveau. Tout ça sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est simple et gratuit sur icitout.tv.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back to the legendary Jack Simpson Gymnasium. The flame is burning outside, and so is my desire to tell you these starting lineups. We start with the UBC Thunderbirds. We talked about Nylan Roberts. He's in the starting lineup. Holt Tommy, he had a fantastic game yesterday. Nikolai Gazina yesterday against TMU.
Yeah, Akinkumi, the other player to watch here for UBC. He's going to have his hands full against the length of Laval tonight. Only 3 rebounds per game on the season for him. He's going to need a lot more tonight to try to defend that glass, especially on the defensive side.
Jack, tell us who's starting for Laval.
Yeah, same story for Laval as yesterday. Christophe Chibola at the top for them, the reigning U Sports Rookie of the Year. SEQ. If you're UBC, we know they like to give up threes. You can do it for everybody on this team except for Aiden White.
Let's get to who our officials are in this ball game. We have Riley Carrison, Troy Bennett, and Frankie Billingsley, who will be our officials for this game. A fantastic bunch of officials for a fantastic ball game here, Jack.
Well, again, that energy I think is going to be so critical off the hop here. What do these teams have in the tank? It's a shorter turnaround than they're used to for sure. We'll see what they have to open up this first quarter at the Jack.
We are ready for day 2 of the Final 8 Men's Championship. One of these 2 teams will live to play another day tomorrow. The other, well, it'll be the end of their season. It is day 2, Laval and UBC on CBC. And before the game, our Brendan Donald talked to Laval, and they said the 25-26 season, it is over. Now, it is the start of the 26-27 season, starting with this game.
They got to have a short-term memory in U Sports basketball.
Chibola, fadeaway J, and that one goes in. His brother started the scoring yesterday, and today he starts the scoring with a fadeaway J.
And that's a good sign for Thierry. Only 1 of 8 from the field, 3 points for him on Friday night, but he's a top 10 scorer in the RSEQ. Good to get him going early.
And UBC yesterday held that lead majority time over TMU. Seeing if they can do it again. They go to Roberts. On the baseline, gets denied. Keita meeting him at the rim and absolutely rocking it right there. Chibola goes up, he gets denied down low by Akinkumi. Tommy in the corner for the 3, right there, can't go down for Gertson.
Well, the first test for Nylan Roberts, the player of the game to watch at the hoop, goes the way of Laval as Keita sending him packing there. He's first in blocks at over 2 a game. We saw a couple emphatic rejections yesterday.
Got it started right there. That looks like, yeah, it's going to be an over and back right there. So a turnover right there for UBC. So Laval will have an opportunity to continue their lead. The biggest lead they had yesterday, Jack, was 3-0, and it was from that Chibola 3. And after that, they never held the lead once, despite continually pushing in that game against the Ravens. La Rossière can be a 3-point threat. So can this gentleman right there. He goes for a little runner in the lane, can't get it. Fight for the rebound down low. And Keita blocks on one side, rebounds, and put-ins on the other.
16 offensive rebounds yesterday for the Rouge et Or. It's the strength of their game. And UBC is going to have to be so disciplined on the defensive glass. They were the best rebounding team in Canada West, but this is a whole different test tonight.
Zadoud gets the rebound. Here's the dude. Crossover to the hole. Smooth finish. Look at those handles. Then they go down low. Does UBC pass it back out? Roberts goes in the corner and then stepping out of bounds right there. So subs coming in right away for UBC. And those are some of the quicker subs we've seen for UBC so far.
Well, trying to get some fresh legs into the game a little bit flat-footed here early. I would have guessed Laval would have been the team to be a little slower out of the gates with just that how short of a rotation they typically play. Cibola basically played every minute until the game was out of reach yesterday.
The dude finds Larossier. Larossier was looking for the three, didn't like it. Sano also in the game for Laval now. They go down low to Sadud. Dribble, tries to go up, 2 shots. You know, Sadud yesterday, he had a fantastic first half, Jack, and then got in a little bit of foul trouble, and they lost him in that fourth quarter. We'll see the replay right here, but you're seeing exactly what we saw yesterday in the first half from Sadud.
Yeah, this is a great sign for him to get to the hoop. We talked about him being on the U Sports rookie team, and this is where he does his damage best, at the free throw line, forcing the ref to call the whistle. 91% free throw shooter on the season, the Shakib Sadud. That's the best in the nation. Managed to get some easy ones here early for him.
So it's perfect from the free throw line right there. Here's Tommy bringing it up. UBC still trying to find a bucket here, almost 3 minutes in. We have another sub coming in a little bit here. Zina passes it around. Here's Dada. He had some nice takes yesterday. They go down low in the post. Posting up and almost stolen away there from Cibola. Ojala is going to get ready to check in here momentarily for UBC. Let's check the replay here, Jack.
See, look pretty clean from our end, but looking across the floor here on that defense from Thierry Cibola, certainly a lot of ball there. Maybe just the contact beforehand, but they're going to give him free throws, a continuation there. Surprising call there for the referees. Light on the contact, heavy on the whistle.
UBC is finally on the board with those free throws right there. UBC had such a good start yesterday, and then what a game yesterday from Toth for TMU, really helping lead that comeback for them to punch their ticket to the final.
And I think that's where you see some of the youth of the complementary pieces of UBC starting to show itself a little bit. Having that composure when the other team goes on an inevitable run and finding a way to respond. They did it for a bit in the third, and then ultimately just ended up running out of gas down the stretch.
A little bit of a press right now from UBC. Cibola gets it in. The dude to Larossier. He settles for mid-range. Jay, and it goes down. Jack talked about it, one of the better shooters on this team, and he shows it right there.
And again, we'll see if UBC's able to run him off the line. They did it just there. He's really the one player for UBC to watch from beyond the arc. You said it yesterday against TMU. This UBC team loves to let you shoot threes. It almost takes you out of your game with how open they leave you from beyond the arc, particularly above the break.
10-2 right now. UBC has not got a field goal yet. They had those 2 free throws just moments ago. Dada throws it inside. Some tough D underneath. Can't get that one to roll down. Fighting for the rebound, and Cibola comes up with it. Finds the dude. We've already seen him drive once. Euro dips it in the corner. 3 ball. No good. Fight for the rebound. UBC comes up with it. Ojala passes it ahead. 3 ball. That one is going to come way short right there for Gauthier. So here's Cibola again. They have subs coming in here to Laval. Cibola started the scoring off. He dips it in the corner. Larossier from deep. I'm loving it from downtown. Larossier. A 5-0 run by him individually by Jaden Larossier.
Don't let him get hot.
Right now, Laval is leading 13-2. You're watching Final 8 U Sports on CBC.
That's embarrassing. You know it's not embarrassing? Using FIG for a home improvement loan. A quick, simple, and transparent offer in minutes. Borrow better with FIG.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history, and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
Welcome back to the Jack Simpson Gymnasium as we get a chance here to the UBC bench. What are you seeing from UBC so far that you didn't maybe see from them yesterday?
Yeah, certainly some breakdowns early on the defensive side. Also really unable to get out in transition quite as much. So I'm sure Phil Jalalapur in that timeout trying to implore his team to get back to basics. They know the scout. They know how to play their brand of defense and just need to do a bit better job. We see now Akankumi and Ajla into the game for them in the front court, try to give them a bit of presence at the rim, but absolutely a dream start here for Laval, all things considered.
Now almost 4 minutes right now for UBC, starting this game 0 for 5 from the field, and no field goals yet, so hoping to change that. They obviously had those free throws early on, but still trying to find something from the field. Shot clock is already 4 seconds by. Abera is also checked in during that timeout. Ajla passes it in the corner. 3-ball. That one's not going to go. Ajla gets the tip in, though. He played so many minutes yesterday. He was so effective in the post and finds the tip in right there.
Yeah, 6 points, 3 rebounds for Ajla. Just above his season averages for the team. And again, basically anytime we see one of Gazina or Akankumi out of the game, I think Ajla's going to have his hands full down at the center of that defense.
So Sadud will inbound the ball here. We are almost at the halfway point. 5:45 left here in the first. 1 timeout left for UBC here in the half. And 2 team fouls on the ball, 1 on UBC thus far. Larossier has 1 3, has about another, knocking down the tray.
Got to get it inside his jersey. We're going to say it once, we'll say it a lot of times. Jaden Larossier can knock him down from distance.
He had multiple threes yesterday and now another multiple 3 game, and we're not even 5 minutes through. You know more is coming. And there's a travel. So ball's going to go back to Laval. UBC having trouble right now scoring the buckets that they need in this game. Sorry, Jack.
Stuck at 4 halfway through the first, not where you want to be, obviously, but this is the second best offense in Canada West, 4th in the nation. I'm not too worried about that side, but the defensive end has got to be better.
Larossier can't get that 3 to go down. Has to head to Gauthier. He goes down to Ajla, but they can't connect. That was broken down low by Laval. So the ball will come back here. 5:01, 18 seconds of the shot clock. Try again from 3. Can't get it again from 3. And a tough start from downtown now. 0 for 4 from 3 is UBC to start off.
A couple of good looks on some of these inbounds that we saw again yesterday against TMU. Jalalapur's team obviously bringing some new set actions into this weekend that people hadn't been scouting. They've been able to open up some shooters.
Trying to get that ball in. They do, and there's a foul there on Sadud. That'll be his first. And as we're halfway through the first here, that'll be 3 on Laval as we see the replay right here.
Yeah, it took him a second to find him, but another good inbound play. Wide open there underneath. Zanchak, we'll see what he's able to do now at the free throw line.
Zanchak will shoot here. Made his first 2 free throws. His lone points so far have been that. He'll miss his first one right there. And I will correct myself. It's 4 team fouls now against Laval. And after making both last time, he misses both on this attempt. Shabola finds the dude. They go in the corner. 3-ball. Knocks down the trail. Rossier.
Got to find a way to put a body on him. That's 2 consecutive possessions. He's been wide open. He makes him pay this time. Rossier having himself a first quarter.
Already has 11 points. And Abera finally finds a 3 for UBC.
Big answer.
Chibola gets it to Marchand. Larossiere from downtown. Can't get that three to go. Trying to find his fourth three right there. Step back, three ball. Can't get that one to go down for Aken Kumi as Roberts will come back into the game. And same right now as Keita will check back in. He had that thunderous block early in the game. And that's the one thing we saw yesterday. UBC did a really good job in the post, Jack, and Laval is really controlling that painted area right now.
Yeah, again, I think that was all predicated in transition, especially with players like Nyland Roberts getting up and down the floor in a hurry. If you're UBC and you're a little bit undersized underneath, try to use some of that speed to your advantage. Right now, Nyland Roberts and his team staring down an early deficit. We're in a familiar position in the Canada West playoffs, trailing by 16 against Winnipeg before forcing overtime in that game, which ultimately got them to this tournament. So we'll see what resiliency they have in store for us here at the Jack.
Abera had that three earlier, dips it in the corner, finds Roberts. Roberts can't get that tray, and it will go back to Laval. 3:38 left here in the first quarter. Laval leading right now 19-7. 4 team fouls on them. 2 timeouts left for them, 1 on UBC and 1 timeout left for UBC. Chibola gives it to Marchand. He showed some fantastic defense yesterday. Shot clock is winding down now. Larossiere finds Marchand, trying to get open, and he splashed. No, it looked like that three was good, but it hits the backside of the iron, but that thing looked good for a while there until it didn't, Jack.
Yeah, we're gonna get a foul on the rebound, it looks like, as well, so it'll be shooting here for UBC. Fortunate off of that defensive rebound opportunity to get some easy point opportunities here for the T-Birds as Laval and bonus. Yesterday, UBC shot so well from the free throw line, over 85% in that contest. And we'll see what Abera can do for damage right now.
Larossiere will go to the bench. He is 3 for 5 from downtown in this one. And they also had Chibola check in and Sano will check in for Laval during that substitution break right there. UBC right now shooting 18% from the field. Free throw line is where they're getting the majority of their points, but it's a 10-point ball game now. Here's Chibola. Him and his brother both on the court right now. And he finds him. He has been quiet so far. No points for the fantastic freshman. Trying to change that. Shot clock's winding down. Finds some room, but took that extra step and travels right there.
Great defense there from Abera. One-on-one, that shot clock winding down. Stays with him, nice positioning, able to keep his feet moving.
TM will check into the ball game here. Long pass connected there to Gordson. Gordson, little shimmy fake off there, back up top to Abera. Back to Gordson. Ajla in the post. Little give and go by UBC, and they get it to go. Beautiful play drawn up there by UBC.
A nice cut from Gordson, and a good find from Ajla.
2:30 left here. More subs coming in for Laval at the next whistle. Chibola. Chibola passes it back to his brother. He lines up for the tray. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the rebound underneath. And it's a jump ball there as TM and Roberts both going at it. Sadoud is going to get ready to check back into the ball game. So Sadoud will come back into the ball game. Now let's check the replay here, Jack.
Yeah, if that was going to be a foul, if he came on top of him or not. Instead, they're just going to call the tie-up. Close one. TM had 10 rebounds to his name yesterday for the team, getting a nice job at the tie-up there.
Down low to Roberts. Roberts posting up. Staying patient. Doesn't roll in right there. Chibola gives it back to his brother. Shot clock winding down. Sadoud. Spin cycle, loses the rock. Roberts got the hand on it. UBC comes up on the other side. They drive, bounce pass ahead. 3 ball, no good. Frontside iron, rebound there by Roberts. Roberts goes up strong. He can't get it to go, and Sadud gets the rebound. Plenty of chances there for UBC. They can't find him. Back out to Marchand. Marchand gets it inside to the post. Ojla with some fantastic defense right there.
That's better effort from UBC the last few minutes here. Credit Ojla. He's going to check out of the game, but a job well done for Karan Ojla. Nyland Roberts also, like you said, Josh, on the offensive side, able to get to the paint. Couldn't finish those last 2 attempts, but good aggressive play now from T-Birds to close out this first.
Yeah, Roberts does a good job with one of the reasons we highlighted him at the beginning of the game. He does a little bit of everything for you. Kazina underneath, he is fouled, so he'll have 2 shots coming up here. He has been very quiet so far. No points for him so far in this one. And that was the first shot attempt for him. Let's check the replay.
Again, good things come when you get to the hoop. Stacking up fouls right now on Laval. A bunch of players with 1 to their name, but this bonus has gotten them some nice, easy buckets. Try to trim this deficit.
1:01 left here in the first, and the bonus, as you mentioned, for Laval. The largest lead in this game was 15. UBC starting to get a little bit more manageable here down the stretch. Chabola has been held scoreless. That's a big reason maybe for this comeback right now. Trying to change that. Good defense. UBC's been really picking up their defense. Might have another big defensive stand right here. Fight for the rebound, and another big defensive stand by the Thunderbirds. And they go inside to Kazina. He finds 2. What a dime by Roberts.
Defense leading to offense. Good stuff by the T-Birds.
Now it's just a 2-possession lead. Shot clock, game clock, about 2 seconds difference to do. Back to Chabola. We've seen him drive before. He gets caught up there. That was some great defense there by Dada. Good save there, though, by Sadud. And a foul there. That'll only be the second on UBC. And the shot clock now turned off. 6.9 left here in the first. So a chance for a quick shot here for Laval. Chabola from downtown, can't get it to go. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Right now, Laval leads 19-15. You're watching Final 8 U Sports on CBC.
Just got real. You got into university. Fully furnished, all-inclusive student housing for peace of mind. This is your first taste of adult life, independence, momentum, possibility. A community that's ready for you, with everything you need to be your best self. Space to focus, enough room to breathe. A place that's truly yours, with space for the people you'll meet along the way. Minutes from campus. Student Housing Calgary. This is where it starts.
Welcome back to the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. Let's look at some of these stats from the first quarter here, Jack.
Yeah, really good job by the UBC defense answering the bell to close that first half. One other number for you right here, 5. That's the number of minutes without a bucket from Laval. Really good job for Jalalpur's squad coming out after getting hit in the mouth like we talked about yesterday. Maybe didn't have that composure, but withstood that early barrage and find themselves back into this game. So a credit to the UBC defense for really turning things around for this squad. And like we said, once their defense starts to click, good things happen on the offensive side.
Yeah, I think the one thing that UBC did that was really effective is that perimeter. We saw how effective Larossiere was knocking down those threes. And when he went out of the game too, that's when that run started as well. But maybe now with that perimeter defense, they started to find themselves in. They can shut down someone like Larossiere. And I think the one thing they really did is Shibola scoreless.
Yeah, certainly a point of emphasis. You can tell for this UBC team as we see Tommy guarding him on that inbound. We'll see if they're up to the task in the second quarter.
I should say Chris Shibola scoreless. Brother got the first bucket of the game. Trying to get it back there, Larossiere saves it. Sadud goes down inside to Keita, and then that is stolen away there. Gauthier, here's Tommy. Kume can't get that one to go. Here's Larossiere. Multiple threes so far. Sadud was going to try from down low. Look how busy those hands are for UBC right now, getting all the steals. Back and forth. Oh, we almost had one of the big highlights of the Final 8 right there, but that one can't go down.
A little give and go. Akinkumi hold Tommy, the highlight that wasn't. We'll see one more look at it. Trying to go up top, and the elevator just gets broken on the last floor.
Free throws coming up here. Substitutions for Laval. As 2M will check back into the ball game. Sadud will go out right there.
Again, the free throw line, good things happening for this squad.
Yeah, they've been able to get themselves to the free throw line, you know, when they were trailing in this game. Again, they trailed by as much as 15 in this ball game and now have made it a one-possession game. So shows a lot of resilience for UBC and is, you know, got to feel good after, you know, yesterday a tough loss. Now they're able to find themselves back into this ball game, especially after the hot shooting that Larossiere had. You weren't sure where this game was going for a bit there, but UBC showed why they are one of the best in Canada West and one of the best in U Sport. Shibola finds Larossiere. He drives. He gets denied by Gauthier. Wild shot throwing up. Jumps around. I think we might have an over-the-back foul there.
Well, that's exceptional team defense from UBC. Doing a really good job hedging on that Spanish pick and roll that tries to free up Shibola. The only thing they didn't do, finish that possession with the defensive rebound. So instead, Laval one more look at this one.
Shibola, spin cycle, fadeaway J, buckets.
Can't keep him down for long.
His first points of the ball game. Here's Tommy, he's quiet so far. Down to Roberts in the post. Roberts posting up, trying to find some room. Almost got blocked from behind by Keita again. But once again, more impressively, UBC doing a good job of getting themselves to the free throw line as multiple subs are coming in, including Ajla, who was fantastic and a big pillar of the reason that UBC had this comeback.
Fouls, now something to start thinking about if you're Laval after getting into that bonus early in the first. That's the second to go against Thiam. Yesterday, UBC had 26 trips to the free throw line, well over their season average. On their way there right now. This will be their 11th and 12th trips.
Yeah, almost everyone that has played minutes so far for this Laval team has now picked up a foul, except for Chris Shibola. He seems to be the only one that doesn't have a foul right now.
For a young squad like Laval, you need to adjust to how the whistle's being blown right now. Not going to get away with as much contact as you had against Carleton. So you need to find a way to play cleaner here.
Here's Larossiere. Back up top to Chris Shibola, next to his brother. I love that hand up off top. Free ball, hits front side iron there. Now Tommy pushing the pace. Ojla down low. Beautiful dime from Tommy to find Ojla. And now it's a 1-point ball game, and we have a timeout. You are watching the Final 8 U Sports on CBC.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
Well, what a dime right there from Holt Tommy to find Ojla. Let's go back and look at some multiple angles of this beautiful assist and then fantastic bucket.
Well, how do you get back into a game while shooting 1 of 8 from 3? Run the floor. The big man getting rewarded there. Karan Ojla talks about a really nice performance yesterday. And he's continued it thus far. A 16-2 run for this UBC team. Again, built on the back of that defensive side. We saw them, they're making a concerted effort now with La Rosière. They're sticking with him on all these high dribble handoffs that they run. Shut down him and see if you can cool down this Laval attack. They've certainly been up to it for the last 6 minutes.
UBC has not led in this game. Right now it's just a 1-point ball game. La Rosière trying another 3. Can't get that one to go. He's missed his last 2 threes now after starting out hot.
That's a tough shot there to take on that step back. Good defense, and again, above the break threes. That's what UBC's looking to give up.
Tommy feeds it inside. And he'll check the defense out here. Find something there. Almost had the lead right there for UBC. Chabola in the corner. La Rosière on the baseline. Gets it inside. Bunny doesn't go at first, but then Keita's able to get the second chance to go down.
Had that rebounding stat there for Keita.
23-20. Stolen away. On the break. To the Baja. Slam dunk! And that'll give you a spark off the bench and on the court right there, Jack. Foul right there, and multiple subs coming back in here for UBC, and Marchand will check in for Laval. We'll see if we can get a replay on that dunk for you momentarily here, but what a fantastic spark there for Laval.
Yeah, you said it, Josh. Thiam, a player that they rely on both ends of the floor. Nice to have someone like him who's so versatile, being able to size up and down on the defensive side. Is another steal for Laval.
Marchand. Back to Chabola. Chabola to Marchand. Good defense again by UBC. Chabola. Shot clock winding down. Ojla, good defense once again by him. And the shot clock did reset. Marchand for 3. Gets it to go from the corner arc right there. Marchand knocking down the tray. Laval rose their lead back up to 8, 28-20. You're watching a Final 8 U Sports on CBC. And they got it within 1, did UBC, but this Laval team now getting back to the game we saw in the first quarter, at the first half of the first quarter rather, Jack.
Yeah, 7-0 run here, nearly 2 minutes going into this timeout for Laval. Again, predicated on getting those second chance opportunities. Sometimes the best offense for the Rouge et Or is a missed shot. And we've seen them attack that paint with reckless abandon. Nice job there finding that kick out to Alex Marchand.
Yeah, a fantastic job. And, you know, from Alex Marchand yesterday, the one thing we saw from him was his tenacious defense, but he's showing right here, he can also shoot.
Yeah, 4 points Braddock Marchand, this season the second-year guard. Like you said, I think this team, once you start getting them into that rhythm of, you know, finding a nice kick-out bucket, defense a little slow to come out and recover, they can start knocking them down. As go over to Jalalapour's huddle quickly here to close this timeout.
You know, they were, what did you see for UBC, Jack, that they were doing so efficiently to get back to make it a one-point ball game, that they weren't doing as much during that run, or again, was it more what Laval was doing?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. UBC obviously doing a really good job of getting out and running there midway through that first, until this little run from Laval. Obviously you can't always be getting out and pressing, especially with a team like Laval that loves to send extra bodies to the offensive glass. Sometimes you have to keep people back and close out those defensive possessions with extra rebounders.
So let's see how UBC enters here. They try to go down to Dada. That was a beautiful play again. Gortson on the end of that pass, but couldn't connect right there to Dada. So a chance to get this back to a double-digit lead here for Laval. And they're doing this again without their fantastic freshman, Chris Shabola, with only 2 points. They go down in the paint. Soft touch, but it doesn't want to go down for Keita, but he'll get an opportunity to go and shoot some free throws.
That'll be the first on Dada, and now the free throw battle starts to even out a smidge. Just the third and fourth attempts.
CBC is the home for university sports action. The nation's top university women's basketball teams are in Quebec City this weekend for the 2026 Sun Life U Sport Final 8, presented by McClub and Hilton Quebec. Catch the women's gold medal game Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, followed by the men's game at 7 p.m. Eastern. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made, and we have one of those women's games due up in about 20 minutes here, as the Calgary Dinos will take on UMB momentarily here, coming up on UBC.
Exciting
on CBC, action. We're watching UBC.
Exciting action across the country right now.
There's a three right there. Can't get that one to go. Shabola. Pass it back out to his brother from the corner. I'm loving it from downtown. Chris Shabola. 12-point lead. Their largest was 15. Abera. Can't get that one to go. Chris Shabola. Little hezzy there. Soft touch finish. Chris Shabola starting to get that feeling, starting to get hot. 14-point lead. They got it all the way to 1, and now it's pretty much back to where it was. Abera. Shot clock winding down. Tough defense here by Chris Shabola. And then Keita gets in there. And then they tip it there, tried to. Didn't go down, but once again, Mohamed Keita on the other end of a big defensive stand. We've seen him do it with the blocks, but there, some stand-up defense right there by him.
Third best defense in the nation for Laval. They're showing you why right there. Awesome, and especially when that shot clock starts ratcheting down, the tension comes up.
That was just a fantastic job again of the defense right there by Laval. Shabola. Shot clock winding down. Fadeaway J, no good. Dada gets the rebound. Dada trying to drive. Pass it back. Ojla from downtown. He can get the three to go. Laval trying to get to their biggest lead of the ball game. Gonna try it from the corner for three. Can't get that one. Fight for the rebound. And we have a foul. And multiple substitutions coming in here. 4 for UBC right now. And Larossiere will check back in for Laval. And same with Sedud.
This is certainly one area where UBC has the advantage, playing a deeper bench. Laval with a few extra players in the rotation tonight, basically just a 6-man rotation in that RSEQ final and yesterday. Here they've already gotten 7 into the game for some meaningful minutes. UBC's depth, certainly something that they can use to their advantage, continue to push the pace.
Here's Tommy. He has held scoreless so far in this one. working down in the paint right there for Roberts. More tough defense here for Laval. Trying to get a steal, they do. Larossiere gets on top of it. Through the legs right there. Passed ahead, Marchand. Can't get it to go. But what a fantastic job there in the defensive end by Laval. Right now, Laval, their defense has turned every possession into a plumbing problem for the offense for UBC. No flow, no pressure, just nothing coming through those pipes there, Jack.
Yeah, Laval looking like the city of Calgary water main right now, shutting off for the entire Jack Simpson Gym. A 13, now 14-0 run despite being scoreless in almost 2 minutes of action aside from at the free throw line.
Just a fantastic job, and we saw a lot of this yesterday from Laval. They came so close. They kept on pushing Carleton yesterday. They just couldn't get over to that next side that we're used to seeing from them, and today they're showing that right now. Here's Tommy.
That's going to be bonus now for UBC, shooting the rest of the way with 3:13 to go, and this is the player you want to send to the free throw line. Holt Tommy, his first attempts of the game, but 83% shooter at the charity stripe this season.
And Tommy held scoreless, which is pretty rare for him at this point of the ball game. 3:13 left in the half, and scoreless thus far.
16 points for Tommy on 4 of 11 shooting yesterday. Had 7 assists to his name as well. This is a good place to get him going.
Regular season averaged 12 points a game. Shoots 36 and 34 from the field goal and three-point line respectively this season, and quiet thus far. Sadud. He drives in. Off-balance shot there. Good defense by UBC. Roberts hands it off right there to Gauthier. Gauthier. Marchand all over him. Has to throw up that shot, and then they lose it out of bounds again. Alex Marchand doing a fantastic job on the defensive side of the ball. No, and I keep on sounding like a broken record, but Alex Marchand's defense has been top tier, not just today, but throughout this entire tournament and this season.
Yeah, certainly had his hands full yesterday going against Aubrey Dory Havens. Not a ton of let up against any of these teams in U Sports, but I'm sure that's prepared him for tonight's action.
Here he is on the offensive side, passes it out. Larossiere can't get that tray to go down. And let's see who that goes to.
Should be another Laval possession, I believe.
You are correct, and the shot clock goes to 14. 2:28 left here in the half. Laval with 5 team fouls, UBC with 3, and Laval has 1 timeout remaining still here in the half. Chabola. He'll step back out. Finds Sadud. He goes inside. And he tried to find Keita right there.
3 second in the key there is the call. Trying to keep these bigs honest for the Rougeaux.
2:17 coming up here. Oh, the ball went under the VIP area right there, so that ball is now VIP. Those are the rules.
Get it some accreditation.
Yeah. We'll get it a badge, we'll get it accreditation, we'll get it everything for the rest of the weekend. 2:14 left here. We have free throws coming up. Our Brendan Donald will be joining us at the half, and he'll have some fantastic 2-minute interviews from some of our student athletes to showcase during the half. So we have that coming for you at the half, and we have interviews at the conclusion here of the half by Brandon Donald. So he is standing by, ready to give you all that at the half here. Still have 2:14 left. And Tommy starting to find some rhythm at the free throw line as Chris Chabola checks back in.
Well, important 2 minutes here for Laval. You played so well in this opening half, but giving UBC some easy points at the free throw line. Play clean the rest of the way and try to close this one out on that run.
We've seen UBC, Jack, make a comeback once in this game. They'd love to try to get it within 8 or 6 potentially going into the half. There's the foul right there. That'll be 4 team fouls now on UBC. Kumi. That'll be his first. Oh, no!
I'll wait to see the call. I'm guessing that's going to go against Tommy. The refs are going to probably talk about it a little bit. It's a big collision there. And instead, they're going to go against Shabola. And so to hold Tommy, you're going to get one more look. Let's see here, folks. Both players making a play on the basketball.
I love how he just got up. And then coach asked him, you okay? He's like, yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Hold Tommy, good thing to see him shaking that off. He's going to get to go to the free throw line once again. That's a bang-bang play, a tough one to go against Chris Shabola.
And you talked about Holt yesterday. We'll reiterate it today for today's audience. New to the Jack Simpson, relatively.
Yeah, former MRU Cougar. A lot of big moments here for them. A Calgary product with a lot of hometown fans in the crowd. He gets his first miss at the charity stripe. Looks good on the second. So Holt Tommy trying to slowly bring this thing back.
That's 5 points now for Tommy in this one. 2 left here in the half. Shabola in the corner, 3 ball. Marchand can't get that one. Roberts had it, but couldn't bring it all the way in. So 1:44 left here in the half. Trying to get that ball in. They do. Larossiere underneath. And he will go to the free throw line. It's really interesting with Larossiere. He was on absolute fire. Within like the first 4 minutes, Jack, he had 11 points and then went to the bench on a substitution, and then we haven't heard from him very much, where it felt like he was having a game kind of like Luka Doncic did last night, where Luka had, I believe, 20 points or something in the first quarter, first half yesterday for the Lakers, and then rolled to 44. It felt like Jalen Larossiere was about to have one of those games today.
We got a game of chess going on right now with Larossiere and the UBC defense. They've done a much better job taking him off the three-point line, but advantage Larossiere with that last possession, using that gravity of them trying to run him off the line, and he gets to the hoop. Get some easy free throws.
So 13 points by him. Whipped across. Gauthier gets denied! Meet me at the rim, says Keita, and I'll show you what's up with another denial. Sadud, pass it back. Shabola, Euro, goes up. Can't get it to go, but he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Once again, Keita with an absolute rim rocker. Let's go and check it one more time. Keita having a block party at the Jack.
Let's get negative here. Absolute rejection at the summit for Keita.
He started the game with a fantastic block. He's going to end the half with a fantastic block. And we talked about some of the stand-up defense that he's been doing. Keita doing it all on the defensive side. It's 39-25. Free throws are good. 15 right now is the lead. Biggest lead is 16 in this one for Laval. Almost stolen away there. Roberts was able to save it. Gauthier, shot clock winding down, finds Ibarra. He has a 3 in this game. Tries to get through the D. Euro tries to dip it off, but Sadud gets it and then passes it on the ground. We are under a minute here in the half. Larossiere almost loses it. He does. Roberts has it, has numbers. Roberts to the hole, finishes off the glass for 2.
Live ball turnover costly there. Love to see that one just go out of bounds and live to see another possession.
3 points now for Roberts in this one. Here's Marchand. And we are shooting bonus on both sides. No, we're not shooting. Thought we were there. My apologies.
I'm just going to say checked out. Certainly looked like a lot of contact against Marchand. Tough break for Laval.
They go inside. Another denial right there. And this time now it'll have Sadud will go and shoot at the free throw line in this one. Sadud so far 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Has 4 rebounds in this one, an assist and a steal in 13 minutes.
Both teams making the most of their trips to the free throw line. Laval right now 9 of 10. Let's make it 10 of 11. As we talked about, UBC the last 2 games doing a really good job. The refs are making them earn it, and they're doing their best right now.
Absolutely. Continue to grow their lead. Substitutions coming in for Laval right now as Yosef will check in.
Ralph Yosef, our first time really seeing him, came on in the waning minutes yesterday.
Roberts hands it off, Sedada. Potentially the last possession here of the half for UBC. They go down low. Keita was ready for another block, and he still gets it. Another block there by Keita.
A lot of contact there, surprised the no call.
Clock winding down. Shabola at the buzzer-ish. Can't get that one to go. And that will do it for the half as Laval right now leads 42-27 in this one. And they are led by Jaden Larossiere, who had 13 points. UBC, Abera, and Tommy lead with 5. What's some of your takeaways here, Jack?
Well, I think all things considered, you got to be pretty ecstatic if you're Laval. UBC coming on strong a few different times, but that defense intensity really came alive in that second quarter, and getting some nice trips to the free throw line to really stem the tide of any of those runs that UBC mounted.
Yeah, the biggest lead was 16 in this one. They led by 15 at one point as well. Really doing it on all cylinders is this squad. We're going to be throwing to Brandon Donald momentarily here. But before we get to that interview, any last thoughts here, Jack?
Well, I think these first few minutes of the third are going to be really important for UBC in particular. They've mounted a couple comebacks here, but this one could kind of quickly get out of reach, especially if a player like Chris Chibola is able to get going here.
Yeah, and that one he, still ended up with 9 points, went 3 and 9 from the field in that one. Pretty good scoring overall, pretty even scoring overall, and I believe now we're going to throw it to Brandon Donald with our interview.
Coach, a pretty dominating first half. It felt really controlled out there for your unit. Ultimately, how'd you feel your boys played?
We committed defensively in that second quarter. I thought Cali came off the bench, gave us good energy, active hands, and on the glass, we were dominant on the glass too.
Alec Marchand felt like he played a really, really good defensive first half. Ultimately, how'd you feel he played out there?
Oh no, he's solid. He understands his role. Last year, for a guy that barely played, understood that, hey, if I can't defend, I can't play. All right, so he committed to the end of the floor, and he's a solid player.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Laval leads right now 42-27. You're watching the 2026 U Sport Men's Basketball Final 8 presented by Student Housing Calgary on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur icitout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles. Des athlètes de grand talent. Des sports de haut niveau. Tout ça sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est simple et gratuit sur icitout.tv.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Thirsty? With 5 essential electrolytes and 0 sugar, BioSteel is the game changer you've been looking for. All of the good stuff with no extras and no gimmicks, just clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Steel sharpens steel.
Shakiba Sadoud has been a phenomenal freshman for this Laval squad. We ultimately chatted with him a little bit earlier this week, so let's send it over to this interview.
Hi, my name is Sadoud Shakib, first year electrical engineer. I'm playing small forward and power forward. I started basketball at a young age because two of my brothers playing basketball, so they just bring me with them, and I don't remember. I was young. I'm small forward or power forward who can put the ball in the basket, play post up. I think I'm one who can play all around. This year is we need to win every game. I know to bring a ring. I'm lucky because my teammate helped me to stay disciplined every day in the gym, every day at class. I should be grateful for them. I think it make you stay disciplined on basketball and studying. You don't have time to waste it or doing something else. A bunch of young player, first year player. So we are happy to be a family from just the beginning of the year till now. So I think our cohesion. Success for me is make my family and my country proud of me.
So Sadoud is actually been playing a fairly strong game so far here in this game. 6 total points. He's going to be instrumental if Laval ultimately wants to come away with this victory here in this one. But let's head to break.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Thirsty? With 5 essential electrolytes and 0 sugar, BioSteel is the game changer you've been looking for. All of the good stuff with no extras and no gimmicks, just clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Steel sharpens steel.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
We chatted with Atkin Toby, and he was just been a phenomenal player so far this weekend. Again, coming off the Nike Player of the Game in yesterday's competition. We chatted with him earlier this week.
My name is Toby Akinkunmi. I'm in my 5th year at UBC in my Master's of Management, and I play small forward. I started playing soccer actually, and then I kind of shot up and grew like 5 inches over my grade 8 summer to my grade 8 summer into my grade 9 summer, and I became very uncoordinated and very lanky, and decided to make the switch over. I'd say my style of play is a lot more like Draymond Green, where it's a lot of energy based, a lot of rebounding, a lot of defense, and then have a lot of offensive spark here and there. But yeah, I would say maybe defense and rebounding oriented. I'd say the person I look up to the most is probably my dad. He's sacrificed a lot for me to be here. He comes to every single game that he can. He has a very busy man. He's working a lot, and he still somehow finds a way to make time for me as a university student, and it's made my last year here very special. My teammates have helped me become a better player, person by sort of just holding me accountable. I feel like that's a really big thing within sports, is holding each other accountable and making sure you guys are all reaching the level that you need to reach. They make sure that I'm at my best and I try my best and I'm giving my best as a leader on this team. So yeah, I'd say that's probably one of the biggest things, and maybe a better leader for sure. One of the biggest keys to our team's success this year, I would say, is our depth. We have a lot of guys playing and a very large rotation, and a lot of guys have a very massive role on this team and a very big role on this team. So I feel like it's a really big one, as well as just our camaraderie and like togetherness as a squad as well. We are very together and we do a lot of things together as a squad, and that I feel like that shows on the court as well. So being a U Sports student athlete is a grind, for sure. There's a lot of school, a lot of work, but I feel like there's a lot of resources that are put in place for us to be in this position, and they help us a lot, especially at UBC. A lot of our profs have a lot of understanding, and I feel like a lot of our coaches and everything have an understanding as well. But students come first, and as a Nigerian immigrant, as a family Nigerian, school comes first, so it's a very big part of my life, without a doubt.
Toby described himself in that interview as being a Draymond Green type player. I chatted with him pre-game, and he emphasized that a little bit more, saying he is a physical player that likes to have some antics from time to time. Great chatting with him, but we'll throw it a break.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics.
That's embarrassing. You know it's not embarrassing? Using FIG for a home improvement loan. A quick, simple, and transparent offer in minutes. Borrow better with FIG.
Life just got real. You got into university. Fully furnished, all-inclusive student housing for peace of mind. This is your first taste of adult life, independence, momentum, possibility. A community that's ready for you, with everything you need to be your best self. Space to focus, enough room to breathe. A place that's truly yours, with space for the people you'll meet along the way. Minutes from campus. Student Housing Calgary. This is where it starts.
Coach, your team has been able to chip away at a lead already in this game. What do you guys need to do to try to get this one back?
Yeah, we got to obviously first have poor job of flushing out that game yesterday. We got to stop being so uptight. Just play loose, play the game we do, and fight at the end of the day.
Some of the freshmen from Laval have been having themselves a really good game. What do you need to do to ultimately settle them down here in this one?
Just more disrupt, you know, the teams feed off body language. If you're not fighting, if you're not going at it, teams tend to play a bit looser, so we got to make it way harder on them.
Coach, thank you very much. Let's send it back to the boys in the booth.
Thank you so much, Brendan. And, you know, he hit on a lot of things right there. Body language has been a big part, especially, you know, when you come all the way back from a run and then you give up another run. And the big thing, too, for Laval in this game is they are winning this game in the trenches.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a tug of war, like you said. Every time they get close, they seem to let go of the rope for a couple seconds and find themselves back into that deficit. But the trenches are certainly going to be where this game is won and lost as we look at some of those halftime stats, the things that jump off the page. Right there, you see that 23% shooting. Really, apart from the free throw line, they haven't really had much success scoring the ball And defensively, they've given up 8 offensive rebounds to Laval. Laval right now +10 in second chance points. That is where their game is. That's where they cut their teeth. They know how to score on second chance opportunities. Going to have to continue to do a good job on the defensive glass. Like we said, this is a team that is pretty good in that department on the season, but Canada West basketball versus RSEQ monsters of a team is a little bit different.
Let's check out some of the highlights that we had in that first half and see some things that stuck out to you, and it was the defense by Keita.
Yeah, defense from Laval top to bottom has been really impressive. You see Thiam there go the length of the floor. This is not something that is typically a huge strength of their game, generating steals, kind of middle of the pack in the RSEQ in that department. They do have 4 to their name tonight, but leading to some nice points in transition for sure.
As we mentioned too, CBC Sports has the U Sport Women's Basketball Championship going on. One of those semifinal games is about to happen right now between the University of Calgary and the Dinos and the UMB Reds. So semifinal action for the women's you can catch here on UBC Sports. And right now we're going to move forward here with Laval and UBC. All the March Madness happening right here on CBC Sports. So we get started here, and UBC will start with the rock here and see if they can get some things going. One thing you talked about at the end of that half, Jack, was they were doing a really good job and throughout the game of getting to the line, which they tried to do right there, at least get in the post and then try to get to the line or find an easy field goal. Pass it back out to Roberts. Shot clock winding down, fadeaway J. Rattles in there for Roberts.
Yeah, nice find for Roberts to get to Ajla underneath. A bullet of a pass that he was able to save from going out of bounds, and Roberts makes good on that field goal. Nice start to the half.
And it's no shock that Ajla's in the starting lineup. He did such a fantastic job in the minutes that he had, so he now starts off this second half.
I want a bang-bang play going to go against Roberts. We'll see Omar look him coming over on the help. Still moving. Right call there for the officials. Roberts trying to draw that foul against Thiam, who's already got a couple to his name.
Here's Larassier. Pump fake, gets stuck there, and then it's going to be a kick ball on Roberts right there. No, during that interview right there, Akin Kumi said that he used to be a soccer player. Roberts looking like one right there.
Multi-sport athletes here. We saw it in that TMU UBC game. They were looking like track stars.
Ball's going to go back the other way. So UBC starting to put their defense on. And you know, it's the old cliche, if you're going to make a comeback, sometimes you do it in the first, half here of the third and really start marking your territory of making that comeback. There's a 3, can't get that one to go, fight for the rebound, and rebounded there, but goes out.
Nice job by Gertzen there, taking that long rebound opportunity from Akinkumi. They're going to get rewarded with the extra possession, beating Laval at their own game.
Tommy loses it, but he was fouled right there.
As a late whistle there, and an important one, as it's going to be the third now against TM. The foul's quickly racking up here in this third quarter. So Tommy to the free throw line, a host of players with 2, and TM the first one to make it to 3.
And Sadud will check back in the game here for TM. And that's the one thing you want to do. You want to try to get some of these bigs in foul trouble for Laval. They do such an efficient job in the post, taking away opportunities offensively. Sadud now will come back in the game.
And again, I think the flow of that game against Carleton was just so different, what was getting called and what was being allowed. And some of these young front court players for Laval needing to do a better job adjusting here. They basically all are at 2 fouls, and now TM with that third.
Shabola looking for a screen right there. He gets it back up top, didn't like that shot. Driving in, dishes it back to Sadud. He goes inside, finds Keita. Keita, the easy deuce.
Nice job there from Sadud, keeping his head up. And a nice dump down to the weak side.
44-30. 90 seconds passed here in the third. Inside, Ajla finds 2. 12-point ball game. Here's Shabola, gets the screen there from Keita again. Trying to go down to Sadud. Sadud up top, finds Shabola. Didn't like it from the arch there, pass it back. Larossiere can't get that tray to go. It hit the inside iron. It was ready to go down, and then the rim had other ideas on that shot.
Everybody okay there? Is another offensive rebound opportunity does not go past Keita. Unable to corral that one.
This will be Tommy now. Trying to get the ball back there from Roberts. Dribble, little shot, little money. Tommy on the board there. 8 points now for Tommy. Went to the free throw line a lot there and now finding a field goal right there. To a 10-point lead right now. A mini run here to start off for UBC. Try to go down low. Laval is 1 of 9 here. The last few shots. Ajla underneath, can't get that one to go. They wanted a foul there. Did UBC, they're not gonna get it. And we'll get a foul on this side as Shabola had the runner in the lane right there.
That's heavy contact on both ends of the floor. TFE okay there after landing on his forearm. See one more time. That contact with Akin Kumi trying to draw the charge. Fortunate to not get a whistle. And at the other end of the floor, I think Phil Jalalpour is making a good case. The contact we're seeing here is the same at the other end. And the shot blockers of Laval getting some credit right now with the whistle.
Multiple shots coming up here. And then the ball, I believe they called a flagrant on that one there on Ajla.
Trying to settle the game in a little bit here, maybe.
And I mean, you know, it goes without saying, but I'll say it. With, you know, the run that you're having for UBC is the last thing that you want to have right there. Shot clock winding down. Some tough defense. Larossiere, he's back on the board from downtown.
Breakdown there with the shot clock winding down.
16 now for Jaden Larossiere. And then he gets the steal, pass ahead to Shabola. He's driving, drops it to his bro. Gets it back. In the corner. Shabola can't get that one. No, that was Larossiere, excuse me. Can't get that one to go. Now crossover. Tommy can't get that one to go.
Free throws coming though. Pull Tommy here as that one's going to go against Chris Shabola.
So multiple subs coming in on both sides.
Third team foul for Laval early in this third quarter, the second against Shabola.
Tommy gets that one to go down. For Tommy in this one, he's been living at that free throw line. He's now 7 of 9 in this ball game.
Yeah, the game earlier in the Canada West playoffs where he was 11 of 11 against Manitoba. Did a really good job getting there yesterday as well. Started off 6 of 6.
13-point lead now. Shabola. Getting a screen right there from Sano. Inside, back up top, loose ball. Abera trying to get that ball back there. Finds Sadud. He goes from deep. He can't get the tray and have a foul. Ball's going to go the other way.
That one's going to go against Sano. His 4th foul in 4 minutes. He's making them count there, folks, in an efficient way of getting that whistle called. We'll see. Right now he's sticking in the game, but it looks like Keita's going to come back in for him.
Keita's coming right back in, as you mentioned there, Jack. And Keita has been impressive in this one. Multiple blocks in this one. 7 points so far for Keita.
Sano on the bench, the RSEQ rookie team member this year. Really being held prisoner by those fouls. 4 personals against him early in the third. As we said, just 4 minutes of play.
Almost loses it. And it will stay down on that side right now. 5:56 left here in the third. 14 fouls on Laval. They have had 5 in every single quarter so far, and it looks like that will repeat itself again. There's Roberts. He can't get that one to go. Chabola gets the rebound. Pass it ahead to his brother. He's dribbled, driving through. Can't get that one to go. Abera. That's a dude all over him. Nice dime inside and connects. Beautiful dime right there by Roberts. We've seen that multiple times, and another one right there.
Yeah, so good at running the floor there. Roberts keeping his head up the whole way.
Larossiere from the arch. Can't get that tray, hits backside iron. Ball's tipped, stays in. Chabola, pass ahead to Sadud. He goes in, soft touch. He can't get it to roll. Rebound there by Roberts. Roberts now. Nice time again, slam dunk, throwing down the hammer.
Transition again, paying dividends for this T-Birds team. 2 minutes of scoreless action for Laval. They need to scratch in a hurry.
Get inside to Sadud. He tried from there before. This time it's short again. And now Chabola, he goes for 3 and launches it. That's a tray, baby.
Second chance opportunity.
12 points now for him. 12-point ball game. Pass back inside. Can't get that one to connect there for Gauthier as he tried to find Anchuk inside. Chabola passed it back to his brother. They were looking inside the paint right there. They do go inside, and a nice finish right there for Keita.
Great passing there in the half court. Need more of that, as we talked about. Distributing, not a huge strength of this team, but awesome in the half court right there.
Roberts. Can't get that one to go. Multiple subs are going to come in. 54-40 for Laval. You're watching 2026 Final 8 U Sports on CBC.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
Back to the Jack Simpson. Well, it has been a dunk party here at the Jack Simpson, and we're going to get a chance to see some of those replays.
Yeah, good things come to those who run. Nylan Roberts rewarding his big man Anchuk there, throwing one down. And that's where you can start to have a little bit of a advantage over this length of Laval is in transition, beating the bigs back down the floor. And the other area you can have an advantage is by forcing the refs to make that whistle getting blown right now. 4 fouls for Sano and 3 now against Sadud NCM.
CBC Sports is the home of university sports in Canada. Catch the best U Sports men's hockey team as they face off in the 2026 University Cup presented by Steel Mazda. Live from Halifax, the action begins Thursday, March 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern on CBC Gym, CBCSports.ca, CBC Sports YouTube, U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
Nylan Roberts makes good on that first free throw. of 23 now. Let's make it 19 of 24 at the free throw line for the T-Birds.
Here's Larossiere, passed it back to Marchand. Chabola from 3, can't get that one to go underneath. Count it! Nice take there by Tia. Abera. Miscue on that pass. They get it ahead. Sadud. And he can't get it here. Footsteps right there. Good job by Roberts getting back. And then TM tried to keep it in. He does. It will stay Laval ball. Great effort play there by TM.
That's exceptional transition defense by Roberts as well, getting back, contesting that shot from Sadud. TM almost jumping it himself. Body's flying everywhere.
Passed it back inside Ojla. He can't get it to go down there. 3 left here, 3 and change, mind you. Left here in the third. Here's Sadud. Chabola, pass it back. Sadud was thinking 3, then finds some room and gets it to go. Look at that. That is a fantastic effort right there by Sadud.
That's what length can do for you.
Abera. Try to find that dime and thread the needle there to find Gauthier.
Inbounds here for Abera. 14 on the shot clock for UBC.
Dada. Loses the ball. And then our cameraman getting an idea of what a pass feels like that from Laval, and it will be UBC ball.
That's where we need the 3D vision.
You're going to need
Putting
that
one right into
right
the
at
home.
You. 2:32 left here in the third. 5 team fouls on Laval. 2 on UBC. Both teams have all of their timeouts remaining. Abera gets it back. Ojla set the screen. They didn't go for the pick and pop. So they give it to Roberts, who splashes down the 3. He's got a bunch of fans in attendance, and they're loving that one.
10 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of steals to Roberts' name now. He's having himself a really good middle third of this game.
Chabola finds Marchand. Pass back for 3. Dead-eye bullseye, bang! Chris Chabola.
Answer.
15 now for him. Only had 2 in the first quarter, and now starting to find his flow that we've seen all year for the fantastic freshman. And a nice take inside there for UBC. Abera. Up top to Sadud. Shot clock winding down. Sadud can't get that one to go. And then underneath, 2 more added in there by Tiam.
12 offensive rebounds now. TM doing a really good job in that department.
And substitutions coming in here for both sides. 1:13 left in the third. Sorry, Jack.
The season first in offensive rebounding. TM at nearly 4 a game. He's got 3 offensive rebounds to his name, 1 defensive board thus far. Sadud's going to take a seat alongside Chibola.
And I believe for the first time, too, we will see Angel Pierre-Francois checking in the ball game.
Yanis Adihu also set to get this inbound here for Laval. We saw him at the very tail end yesterday.
Here's LaRossiere. Jumper, no good. Tiam tried to find that rebound again. Tommy was going to look deep, holds on to it, passes it ahead. Abera. Try to pass it back out. There is a foul. So 2 shots coming up here with 50 seconds left in the third.
2 free throws and 50 really important seconds for Laval. I've got to assume that Chibola is only going to be out for this third quarter and then come back to start the fourth, but not a ton of shot making on the floor right now for Laval. Is Sadud going to come in now, almost a little offense defense these last few trips down the floor. These are the nice moments to give a player like Shibala a little bit extra rest. You give him 50 seconds going into the fourth, and then he gets to sit in that quarter break. We talked about yesterday, 38 minutes for Chris Shibala.
Coaches love that. They love if they can give one of their starters that time to rest, and they're definitely taking advantage of that right now. Marchand loses it ahead to Tommy. Tommy goes up strong. He can't get it. Shibala gets in the way of that shot. And I believe there's a foul. So tell me if you've heard this before. Holt Tommy headed to the free throw line.
Well, and taking advantage of the minutes is one thing, but right now they're not doing it by sending UBC to the free throw line time and time again. We're going to see one more look underneath at Holt Tommy. Drawing that contact, staying strong with the basketball. Two more coming for Tommy. And we get Ralph Joseph back into the game here for Laval.
One bounces in and out right there for Holt Tommy. He's 8 of 11 from the free throw line right now. 1 of 3 from the field. And he'll split the free throws right there. And I believe we have another foul. So we will stay the other way.
That's going to be against
We're not going to the free throw line, but we will stay seeing fouls is what I was trying to say, of course.
You can see Ajla and Sadoud chatting a little bit. Ajla called for that loose ball foul there, trying to get the rebound position.
13-point lead right now for Laval. Stolen away almost. No, Marchand gets it back. Larossier from downtown. Can't get that one to go. What a beautiful follow-up there, but can't get that one to go. But you got to love the effort there by Joseph. Coming off the bench, almost had a big take there. Clock winding down. At the buzzer! No. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Laval leads 63-50. You're watching Final 8 U Sports on CBC.
Life just got real. You got into university. Fully furnished, all-inclusive student housing for peace of mind. This is your first taste of adult life, independence, momentum, possibility. A community that's ready for you, with everything you need to be your best self. Space to focus, enough room to breathe. A place that's truly yours, with space for the people you'll meet along the way. Minutes from campus. Student Housing Calgary. This is where it starts.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
Welcome back to the Jack Simpson. Right now, Laval is leading 63-50, trying to hold out here. And let's look at some of the stats here, Jack.
Yeah, cold shooting still plagues the UBC Thunderbirds, and defensive rebounds. We've talked about it once, we've talked about it 1,000 times, but 20 second chance points right now for Laval Rouge. 13 offensive rebounds through 3 quarters. And if they're going to find a way for UBC to get back into this game, it's got to start with defensive stops and defensive rebounds. One other thing to keep in mind is some of the foul trouble that's starting to stack up for this Laval squad. 4 against Sano, 4 against Thiam, and 3 against Sedoud.
63-51. Quarter left to go here. And one ball right now, and everybody going after it. Coach gets a technical foul. They're obviously trying to protect his player. Didn't like what he saw from the contact right there.
We're going to get a lot of discussion here from the Stripes. Akinkumi said he was a Draymond Green type player. That's a Draymond Green type play. That is a vicious contact there into the head and neck of Shibola. I'm absolutely siding there with Nathan Grant, the coach of the Rouge et Or. He has every right to be upset with that contact. Obviously, the technical foul is going to be stacked up against the Rouge et Or, but I'm sure we're going to get something more against Akinkumi here as well. We'll wait to see what the verdict is.
Yeah, the officials having a conversation right now about what's going on. Let's see the replay here.
Again, that tie up there, and then from our angle, he just continues to push through with that forearm, so he's going to get an unsportsmanlike foul. Is going to be the end-up decision for the referees. Akinkumi pleading his case still. You see Nathan Grant there after being assessed that technical foul. It certainly seemed like a no-doubter from our vantage point, just a few feet away. Akinkumi really leading with that elbow into the head of Shibola. It was, by all accounts, all good, staying in the game. A tough son of a gun.
So we will have Tommy shoot here at the free throw line. 9 of 12 so far. That one will go down for him, and then we will shoot on the other side.
Shibola now taking the free throw for the Shibola unsportsmanlike. The whistle continuing to be a big factor here. And Akinkumi, such an important energy player for this team. Certainly, there are times where it's good to have the heart on the sleeve, and there are certainly times where it can cross a line, and I think we found the line.
The throw goes down there, and Sadud now will inbound the ball here. So 64-51 for Laval. Shibola. He goes for three. Can't get that one to go. Abera able to come up with the rebound. He pushes it ahead. Passed in the corner there, but we had a kick ball beforehand, so we'll take the side out right here.
Seconds, we finally get one triggered in here for Holt Tommy. We'll see what UBC can start to find. Starting to need some buckets in a hurry if you're the Thunderbirds.
There is Tommy right now with the ball. Try to dip it inside. Miscommunication right there. 17 turnovers in this one for UBC. Pass it down low, and Abera with another steal. I believe that's back-to-back now in the last two possessions for him. Corner three, splashing it down. Akinkumi knocking down the tray.
Make them pay for leaving you open. Toby Akinkumi, just their third make from distance, but needed. They get within 10.
Shibola trying to look inside again here. Shot clock winding down. Laurentier. Sadud. Shot clock winding down. He has to throw up a three. He can't get it to go. Abera comes over the ball. You're starting to feel some momentum shift here. And Tommy get under single digits. Can't get it to roll around. Sadud comes up with the rebound. You could feel the shift potentially coming there. If UBC could have got it down, back on the defensive side of the ball they go. Substitutions on both sides coming in. Dada and Roberts and Angela all check back in for UBC.
TM going to come into the game as well for Laval. He's got those 4 fouls. Keep an eye on it. We know he loves to attack the glass.
Yes, he does. He starts off with the ball in his hand, gives it right back to Shibola. Shibola showing those handles. Steps back for three. Can't get that one to go. Laurentier has it. Passes it out. 3 ball. Can't go down there. Sadud having a tough time from downtown. 0 for 4 in this one. And Once again, the chance to get to single digits for UBC. They go inside to Ojla, faced a triple team. And I believe
who that's on, but I'm guessing it's Tiam. That's going to be 5. Indeed it is, so that's going to send him to the bench. A big blow for this Laval team. Ali Amadou Tiam.
6 minutes, 5 fouls.
So just the first team foul of the game, but as we said, stacking up those fouls early now, starting to hurt this Laval squad.
Pass back. Marchand gets it back to Larossier. Laval is scoreless now in 2 minutes. Trying to find something. Sadud. He is that something. He finds 2.
Yeah, Sadud so good. Using his length once he gets into that kind of nail area, elbow, shooting over the top of the defense. Nylan Roberts no good on that triple. It's going to stay UBC basketball though. A rare second chance opportunity for them right now, 20-5. The second chance point battle in favor of Laval. But Edward Gauthier going to get a chance to orchestrate something here for the Thunderbirds.
66-54. Get it into Dada. Dada lines up for 3. He can't get it to go. Ball goes all over the place. It ends up in Roberts' hands, and then he is fouled.
It's going to go against Marchand. No, they're going to put it against Shakib Sedut, so that's his 4th foul. Sedut joining Sano at 4. These are crunch time minutes. It's a great opportunity for a young player to learn how to play with fouls.
Ball's in. Dada is fouled.
Or
he'll get a chance.
Foul out.
There you go.
That's going to send Shakib Sedut to the bench for the 2nd consecutive game. 5 fouls. We said a great learning moment to learn how to play with fouls, and instead Raj Dada going to go to the free throw line for 3 important attempts.
The 2026 BioSteel U Sport Men's Volleyball Championship is headed to the University of Windsor March 13th through 15th. Tournament packages and single game tickets are on sale now. Click the QR code at the bottom of our screen and visit usporttickets.ca to guarantee your seat today. Chase the glory. Don't have the QR code, go to the site.
Right now, the U-Birds need a QR code to start finding the bottom of the hoop from distance. They are struggling in that department, 3 of 17. Really, the free throw line's been the only place that they've had success tonight. Unable to get the 3-point play is Raj Dada there, but he'll get 2 nonetheless, and back to a 10-point game. Again, Sano now the only one with 4 fouls. He's still on the bench for Laval, but no Sedud and no Tiam for the rest of the way.
That's a big factor for them. Chabola will get a chance to go to the line right now. Sano also has 4 fouls right now, so give it credit to UBC. They continue to drive to the hole here, and they are starting to get a lot of those. We've already seen 2 and more bigs for this Laval team getting into foul trouble. Chabola goes in and out right there.
Yeah, I think
3 for 5. Sorry, Jack.
The UBC game plan's been executed in 2 fronts. Like you said, getting that whistle blown against the front court of Laval and stopping number 7 in white. Right now, Chabola only 17 points, 5 of 15 shooting. You're going to live with that, absolutely, if you're UBC. But now they need to find a way to make a couple shots.
They go inside to Roberts. Roberts. Can't get the soft touch to go. Rebound there by Keita. Now a loose ball. Over and back there, and Chabola able to come up with it.
Both players down at the other end of the floor. It's Keita and Tommy, by the looks of things, slow to get up. They're both looking like they're they're going to try to stay in the game. Shooken up, though. We'll see if we can get one more look underneath. It happened behind the play. It's outside of our view there at the back, underneath the UBC basket.
So 67 to 56. UBC has never led in this game. They got it to within one at one point. I believe it was 21 to 20, the closest they ever got it. And they go into Roberts. And for the first time in some time, it is single digits right now.
Chipping away, stacking up stops and scores.
6 minutes though left here in the fourth. Our first of 2 games here in the afternoon for the consolation. Shabola, pass it back out to his brother. He can't get the tray to go. Loose ball, who wants it? It will go to the Thunderbirds.
Fortunate there, Keita doing everything he could to try to corral that rebound. See the battle that's going on every single time the shot goes up. This is what it looks like among the land of the trees. Bodies flying everywhere. And that one, Keita unable to corral.
So just getting the floor a little sweep here. And we are ready to get underway here.
Refs just double checking if there's some blood on the shirt of Larossière. Looks like he's going to be fine. He'll stay in the game. Jalalapur using that time to drop a little set action here for Dada. We'll see if they can free him up for a three-point try. A big possession here halfway through the fourth.
A huge possession right now. Ojla finds Dada, mid-range jumper, good.
Good job by Jalalapur using that time. He gets a little action drawn up. Gets him within 7.
Close as they've been, I believe, since about halfway through the second. Shabola dishes it off. Marchand from downtown. Can't get it. Roberts with the rebound. That's his 7th rebound. Huge opportunity here for UBC. Halfway through the fourth. And there's a foul, off-ball foul.
We'll see if that's going to go against Shibola or Roberts. They're battling underneath, trying to create position. It's going to be Shibola, the guilty party, his 3rd, team 4th. 5 minutes to go here, so shooting the rest of the way.
Trying to get inside to Roberts. They do. Roberts faces a double team. Finds Ojla, gets it to go. Ojla continues his impressive game. It's now a 5-point ball game. The biggest lead was 16 by Laval. Shabola finds Larossière. He's had the hot hand from downtown today, but can't get it right there. Shabola driving in, count it, hoop in the harm.
And what a finish, Chris Shibola.
Right now, Laval leads in this one 69 to 62. You're watching Final 8 U Sports on CBC.
That's embarrassing. You know it's not embarrassing? Using FIG for a home improvement loan. A quick, simple, and transparent offer in minutes. Borrow better with FIG.
Hey, U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back to the Jack Simpson. We're in the Laval huddle right now, and obviously they're trying to, take off some of the pressure right now and try to find their game back. We've seen them all game. UBC's kept on pushing them, and they kept on fighting back. I'm sure they're going to try to do it again. And UBC, Jack, right now, fantastic run once again by this UBC Thunderbird team.
Yeah, no quit for UBC, but if you're looking to get a game across the finish line, there's very few better than Shibola. He's going to get a chance for the three-point play coming out of this media timeout. Like you said, there's not much you can do to keep him out of the game entirely. This is to get to 20 points on the night if he makes this free throw, but credit UBC, they made it about as difficult as you could on the Rookie of the Year, first team RSEQ All-Star. 82% free throw shooter on the season for Shibola. He's 4 of 6 tonight.
Get that one to go down. Here's Ibarra. An 8-point game right now. Ojla passes it inside. Tommy, fadeaway J, he can't get it. Rebound by Larossier. Pass ahead to Shibola.
It's going to be a reach in there on Akinkumi. That's the 4th foul now for UBC, so fouls going to lead to free throws the rest of the way. The 4th on Akinkumi as well. He's the only one in foul trouble for that T-Bird team.
Neither team has used a timeout either so far in this half. Both have 3, both have 14 fouls. Here's Larossier. Pass back to Shibola. Larossier driving back to Shibola. He loses the rock. Ojla comes up with it, passed ahead to Ibarra. Ibarra driving ahead. Euro in the lane, gets it to go. Ibarra for 2. He has 11 now. 70-64. First game here at the Jack Simpson. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Ibarra right there. And then we'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way now for Laval.
Yeah, trying to come in the back door there. Ibarra on the weak side. And a good hesitation dribble from Thierry. So we'll see the Shibola brother at the free throw line. Looks good on that first. Laval, as we said at the outset of the game, a really strong free throw shooting team. 4 of the top 5 free throw shooters in the RSQ belong to this Rouge squad.
Free throws go down right there.
So important coming down the stretch here, making those easy ones.
Is it ever? And UBC trying to mount a comeback. TMU came against them yesterday, but that's not going to help right there. Is stolen away. Almost stolen away on the other side. Marchand gets it ahead to Larossier. Back to Marchand. Now Shibola. Needing a double team. And Tommy will pick up the foul right there. For Tommy, that'll be his 3rd. And UBC will have a sub as Gertson will check back into the ball game for Ibarra. Great game from Ibarra in this one. He's been fantastic for this UBC team as he gets back in.
And this is what you want to see if you're Laval. Shibola at the free throw line with 10 seconds on the shot clock there. If you're Tommy, I know you want to bring the pressure on that double team, but that late stage of clock, they were so far away, basically at the volleyball attack line. Need to play cleaner basketball.
It's that one to go down. 3:10 left here in the 4th. Back to a 10-point lead. Three ball! Roberts able to get that to go. We have a timeout right now. Laval is leading in this one, 74-67. You're watching Final 8 U Sports on CBC. We'll look so far into this huddle right here. Laval, as we talked about, Jack, they keep on holding on to this lead. See if they do the similar thing right here.
Yeah, gut check time right now for the Rougeaux. They've been in some tight battles before. It's usually them coming from behind. They beat Concordia in a thriller in OT. Trailing by 8 with 90 seconds to go, so they know no lead is safe here. And they've seen it at the Jack Simpson Gym. Obviously, like you said, UBC on the short end of the stick yesterday in their falling victim to a comeback bid. they exert a little bit of demons here on the Rouge et Or?
We saw a comeback in our opening game yesterday. Potentially, we could see one more here. Like we've talked about, UBC has never led in this game. They have pushed and they have pushed, but Laval has not bent or broken in this one. And as our Brendan Donald found out at the beginning of the game, and I'll reiterate it now, they are not treating this like the 25-26 season. This is the 26-27 season, and they're looking to open up this new season undefeated.
We heard Coach Alapor saying to Brendan at the halftime he thought his team maybe didn't quite flush that loss yesterday early enough. That resulted in that early deficit. Is that going to be the difference here? One team turning the page, the other one not quite so much.
Marchand going to get that tray. An opportunity here for UBC. Tommy up top. Marchand gives it right back to him. He goes up for the J, can't get it to go. And then they lose the rock.
A lot of contact there, no whistle.
And no whistle there, a lot of contact as Jack mentioned. 2:15 now. Shabola fighting some tough defense right there. So free throws coming up here.
And once more to the free throw line, Chris Shabola.
CBC Sports is the home of University Sport in Canada. The best U Sport women's volleyball teams head to Langley, BC for the 26th U Sport Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Booster Juice. March 13th and 15th. Catch the action exclusively on CBC Gym, CBCSports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. Laval leads right now, 76-67. You're watching the Final 8 on CBC Sports. So timeout right there. Fouls now, 5 for UBC, 4 for Laval. The one thing you're seeing for that defense right now too, that they've had some of their top bigs in foul trouble, but Laval's still really tough to crack them in the paint.
Yeah, credit them for staying aggressive on the defensive side and making UBC work for it. It felt like a couple bang-bang plays could have gone the other way with that whistle, much to the benefit of Laval, but like you said, their defense hanging tough.
And I say that, and the points in the paint are even 24-24, but you feel just the way that UBC likes to play the game. They like to get a lot more points into the paint.
Yeah, and UBC also doesn't have the benefit of all the second chance points that come at the rim that Laval has had. Laval, 15 offensive rebounds. They've taken 16 extra shots in the game. So to have that point in the paint battle even right now is a testament to the strength of UBC and being efficient with their looks at the hoop.
All right, 76-67. Every possession matters right now for UBC. Here's Tommy. Gets it back to Gertson. He lines up for 3. Gets it to go. Gertson knocks down the tray.
Good rhythm shot there for Gertson. Out of the timeout once again. UBC finding a way to get a nice look.
Coaches letting them know, do not foul because they are in that bonus. They don't want to give free shots. They want to try to find steals. Larossier finds Marchand. And there's the steal they were looking for. It's Roberts. Now passed ahead to Tommy. Tommy, Euro, up, can't get it to go. Would have made it a 2-possession game, and there's the foul with 97 seconds left here in the 4th.
Disappointing set there for UBC. They do such a good job of getting the ball out of the hands of Shibala. With that early double, leads to a swing, turnover. Tommy, uncharacteristic miss in transition. And I don't think they were trying to foul necessarily there. 90 feet from their hoop with 90 seconds left.
I almost wonder, there's the missed free throw, so they will take that. I almost wonder that was more of a frustration foul there, Jack.
I think so. Yesterday, ironic, we kind of felt like they might have fouled a little late in that game in the free throw battle. It was certainly in their favor against the Bold. We'll see if they can generate one more steal in that half court, or if it's going to be a free throw battle the rest of the way.
Yeah, free throws are split right there. They go inside. Ojla, what a denial! Once again, it's Keita.
Game-saving block.
And then the steal. Now on the break. Hello, slam dunk, 2 hands for safety. 5-point ball game. Tight one here in the Jack. There's a loose ball.
Akinkumi again on the push-off there. That's going to lead to the full bench of Laval standing up. Akinkumi wisely walking back to the other end, but it's going to be free throws for Shibola. He seems to be all right. Nathan Grant continuing to implore the referees about the player safety here, but things have ratcheted up at the Jack Simpson Gym. A huge block there from Keita before that slam from Akinkumi.
And he's now fouled out of the ball game. They're letting him know that he has 5. So that'll be the afternoon from him in this one. He finishes with 7 points, 3 steals, and a block.
So it's going to be the Thierry Shibola at the line. He's 4 of 4 right now, trying to salt this game away.
And much like his brother, doesn't get his first attempt to go down. It's a 5-point ball game, 109 left. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. And that one rattles out. Hope stays alive for UBC. Here's Tommy up top. Tommy gets it back, finds Dada for 3. Can't get it to go as everyone in the Jack held their collective breath for that one.
Dada has been lights out this playoff run, and a huge step forward in his role. Over 8 minutes a game more than his season average, knocking down triples over 40%, but can't get that big one to go.
So free throws coming up here for Keita. Keita, who has been so impressive in this game. Multiple blocks, and not just blocks, just highlight level blocks.
Take your soul away rejections.
Said much better.
Phil Jalhalpur using another timeout here as an opportunity to chat with his team, so we'll see if they can drop another good look. He's been a maestro with the whiteboard.
Makes both of those. So a big, big possession for UBC. One that could determine if they play tomorrow or not. They turn the ball over. Shibola gets the steal. They want to trap before they foul. Passed inside. 2 more added for Laval. Timeout for UBC. They lead 81-72. You're watching Final 8 basketball on with U Sports on CBC.
We'll see if we're able to get one more look at that action from Laval. Terrific veteran play from a young group, beating that pressure. 3-4 players on the trap. They swing and find it underneath, and Keita, 2 hands for safety, like you like to say, Josh. Maybe put this one out of reach.
No, this Laval team so impressive for everything they do right now. It's looking like they will advance to play tomorrow against the winner of the Calgary Dinos and Keita, which will be our next game coming up here. Tip-off time for that will be coming up soon here after the conclusion of this one. And make sure you stay tuned for our Nike Players of the Game. And Brandon Donald will be having an interview for you as well with more than likely the Laval Nike Player of the Game.
Well, we'll see if UBC has anything left in the tank here. They're going to get the basketball, chance for a quick bucket, and then it's got to be free throws the rest of the way. Try to get a quick steal and then a foul. If not, again, not really anybody we need to worry too much about fouling. Nylan Roberts and Tommy both have 3 apiece after Akinkumi took up his 5th out of the game. But first things first, need a bucket.
Need a bucket. Doesn't even matter what it is. Just need to get it quick. Tommy launches the three. Can't get it to go in and out. Roberts with another rebound. He steps back. He gets it to go. Roberts! 6-point ball game, trying to get a steal. Almost had it. Loose ball, foul. But how's about Roberts again? Making big buckets when they need it. It might be a little bit too late though, Jack.
Oh, we saw Thierry Chibola miss his last two free throws. Can he correct and make good here to try to put this one out of reach? 3-possession game. But Nyland Roberts, never say die.
He has his own cheering section here in this ball game, and we're loud on that one. Chibola started the scoring for us in this game, potentially finishing it off right here. Gets that one to go down. 83-75. UBC trying to keep the hope alive. Tommy can't get it. And there's the rebound right there. And I believe UBC's not gonna go for the foul, and that will do it. Laval picks up the W in this one. They will advance to play tomorrow, and they will take on the winner of the Calgary Dinos and Acadia.
Well, like we said, these are two young teams, the chance to continue on in the U Sports Final 8, a huge opportunity for Laval, but got to tip our hat to the couple of seniors on this UBC squad. Holt Tommy, as we talked about, that MRU transfer, fitting to end his career in Calgary. The other fifth-year player for them, Gus Gertzen, a UBCO transfer, a little veteran leadership for this squad, and exciting things to come for this UBC team. A bright future ahead with Phil Jalalapur.
Yeah, it's this is a really good UBC team. You know, yesterday they looked like they were going to advance against TMU, and then TMU and Aaron Rooms and everyone in that squad, Gutsmore, had a fantastic run against them, came back, and then they ran into this Laval team that comes with a fantastic game. But this is a UBC team that's going to make some noise, not just in the Canada West next year, but also in U Sports.
Yeah, and I think a great opportunity to play a team that's so different in style to what we usually see in Canada West basketball. It's, it's rough and tumble. They hit you in the mouth, and credit to this UBC team. They hard fought the whole way through.
And they kept on pushing the entire game, like you mentioned. Nyland Roberts will pick up the player of the game. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals for Roberts in this one. 3 of 7 from downtown, almost 50% from the field in this one. As we wait now for the Laval Nike player of the game.
I think there's no surprises where this one is going to be going. La Rochelle had such a torrid start, really put this game out of reach early, and they were able to just kind of hold that lead the rest of the way. And La Rochelle, all the credit in the world. I know Chibola finished with 25 points, but Jaden La Rochelle really made the difference, made it difficult on this UBC defense.
Yeah, he was really a big start when they got that early run, and they really held on to it the whole way. Brandon Donald's going to get an opportunity to talk to him, so we will let him have the spotlight with our Nike player of the game.
Jaden, what a game for your team here today. I know the message from the coaching staff coming into this one, it's a brand new season here today. Ultimately, how'd you feel out there?
We feel great. Yesterday we had a tough loss against Carleton, so we had to find the bigger energy to come compete today. At the end of the day, it's a good opportunity to compete, and we did.
What worked so well for you here in this game?
I'm going to say defense. I generate energy in defense, and I lift up my teammates. So today was great defense.
Thank you very much. Go and celebrate this victory.
Thank you so much, Brandon. And that'll do it for us here. Laval wins this game 83-75. We have Acadia and the University of Calgary Dinos coming up here next on CBC Sports. For Jack Pangali, I'm Joshua Adam William Armathon. Thank you to Ned Bosnick and Maverick Media for producing this. Until next time, folks, cheers and enjoy the day, people.
Sports on CBC, presented by l'U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Thunderbirds Medical Supply, Les Bag Baron Rings, BioSteel, Wilson, Paypar, and by Student Housing Calgary.